Okay, I have a specific person that I have a beef with. Let's say I love 95% of his videos. He's one of my favorite YouTubers, and he's Willie D. Okay, Willie D, I have a beef to pick with you. J Shrink Jennifer has a beef to pick with you concerning your video on the man that got 45 years for killing the police dog. Okay. I'm going to talk about kind of like the history of the police dogs and the different types of dogs. And in my next video, I'm going to talk about why black people in general are afraid of dogs. And I've had dogs since I was 10 years old. Okay, I've had 4 dogs. Okay, but they were little toy dogs, and 2 service dogs. We'll talk about service dogs. I have mine here. Her name is Heidi, and I had one named Pepe. He passed. So service dogs are working dogs. Okay, police dogs. Military dogs. One of my neighbors, when I was growing up, that's when I really wanted a dog. He had a dog that was in the army. He retired. He was a German Shepherd. He retired as a sergeant named Duke. So I like Duke. I wanted a dog. And, he was a military dog. He was in the military. I think he was in the military 8 years because they don't get too well, after 8 years. But I just want to say, there's a history. Excuse me, this dog. Hey. Service dogs can act up too. But anyway, the history is that the military first used service dog. I'm gonna call them service dogs and then break them down. Service dogs as to guide the blind soldiers. It was a doctor. Let me see what this man's name is. During World War I, who were blinded, Dr. George Stalling trained dogs to assist soldiers who were blind by poison gas. And after that, they were called guide dogs back then, and they were only for blind people. Okay, and later on, an American named Dorothy Harrison Eustace, she lived in Switzerland, and she saw and took part in training service dogs for the police in addition to the military. So the military started the service dogs. And the police, she started a school to train the dogs. And then she came to the USA, and she worked with people, the police and service veterans who were blind. So there's a difference between a pet and a service dog. A pet is a dog that you just nuzzle and spoil and let it do whatever it want to do, give it all kind of foods, just baby it like it's a little child, like it's a toddler or something. Okay, it has no training, it does its business, and after that it plays. Okay, a service dog or a working dog, they perform a specific purpose. Like, I know you got mad about the guy with the police. The people invest $25,000. The police department invests at least $20,000 in 2 years training the dog to be an efficient police dog. or a search and rescue dog, or I'm going to go into this, all of this. Okay. So, I'm sorry. The police dogs. Okay. And, so they have to perform a specific task. You know, they have to sniff out those drugs, get those criminals. And if you kill a dog, it's like killing $20,000 investment. It's like if you steal somebody. No, it's even worse. The police. I've seen the funerals and stuff, but the police officers themselves regard them as police dogs because, like the army, they get to be sergeants, colonels, whatever. So they're in between a police officer and I'm not saying a police assistance animal. So they're not really regarded with the same, you know, you heard people say, he was like a human. He was another fellow police dog. Yep. Okay, he was an assistance to the police, and they do, like I said, decorate them as service animals. And according to federal law, you can get anywhere from 4 to 10 years, depending on how old, how highly skilled the dog is. I do agree with you that person who, and especially if you kill one, I do agree with you that person who killed a dog, he should have got the 10 years. He should not have gotten 35 years. I agree with you on that aspect. But when you kill something like that, that's very valuable, and it's a being, it's not a thing, and they invested, taxpayers' money in that to, to help the police with crime, and not to, like these race soldiers, to use the dogs as just to harass black citizens. Okay, we're going to talk about black people and dogs later on. Okay, in another video. Yeah. But you haven't seen a case, in all the cases where police officers killed black people where they use a service dog. So that tells you something. Okay. So, having, like I said, my friends had army dogs. We had dogs in our home since I was a child. Stop, Heidi. She wants to go back outside. Okay. Anyway, so that is why they do that. It's the investment. Even my service dog, if somebody killed her, and I'm trained, I train animals. My first job after college, I trained animals at our local medical school. So I'm used to training animals. Okay, so I trained her myself. But anyway, you have to give some type of penalty, and but I don't believe the person should go to jail for more than 10 years. And I think you should incur a fine on that person while they're in jail. I think the fine goes up to anywhere from $10,000 to $25,000 if you kill a police dog or a military dog. Okay. That's because of the investment and training and how well the dog does its task. That's why the long jail term and the money is essential. Okay? So we talked about that. And we're going to talk about different types of And also, well, I'll talk to you about that in that other. I know a lot of black people hate dogs, afraid of dogs. You had a kind of a hostile tone in your voice when you talked about the dog in general. The dog is a dog. It's going to do what it's trained to do. The dog is not trained to harass black people or Latino people. The dog is trained to do specific things. And I get this from black people all the time, that hostile little tone that they have. And they know damn well what the dog is for. Okay. I'm gonna talk about dogs. Okay. Sir, okay, we got your working dogs. Your working dogs are what we just talked about. Military dogs, police dogs, search and rescue dogs, what you call it, drug sniffing dogs, what the dog does? Search and rescue dogs. I'm trying to think what other kind are there. Well, that's the only ones I can think of offhand. But and just individual. We'll go to that in a minute. Okay. So we have the working dogs. Okay, we have the therapy dogs. Okay, your therapy dogs are your emotional support type dogs. Basically, they are trained usually by some organization because they take them to places to comfort people. That's why there's emotional support dogs. So people, they train these dogs and take them to nursing homes to comfort the elderly. The elderly who, maybe don't talk to anybody or by themselves, but when they see the dogs, they cheer up. So they take them to nursing homes. They take them to hospitals. They take them to schools. The police dogs also take them to school too. They take them to schools. They take them to, so many different service places they could take the dog to help people, the hospices, any place like that, and, and hospices and nursing homes are usually where you're going to see your therapy dog. And this dog is not trained for a specific person. It's trained to comfort people. They will sniff out the people that that may be, keep to themselves or not very social or sick, real sick. And they'll go to that person. Even one of my service dogs did that. When I was in a group therapy session, the man was having a serious bout of depression. It was almost suicidal, and my dog sat on his lap, smelt it, sat on his lap the whole time. While and licked the man's hand so he could pet him. But that's a trained service dog that I'm talking. It's one of my dogs that I train. Okay, so we have the let me see. Okay, we have the service dogs. And wait a minute, let me show you something. Come here. I'm going to try to show you my baby. Wait a minute, hold on for a minute. I'm going to have to put you in the door. Okay. This is my service dog. Her name is Heidi. And this is Heidi's tag. Let me let it go. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Wait a minute. Okay. This is my service dog, Heidi. And this is her vest and her tag and her vest, her tag, and it has my name, her name, a picture of her, and she's my service dog. She's been my service dog for 4 years, and I'm going to explain what service dogs are. Okay, baby, get down. Okay. Anyway, service dogs are dogs that are human specific. They're specific for people who have disabilities. Okay? You know about people who are blind or visually impaired. They normally have a German Shepherd or Labrador Retriever or Golden Retriever or something of that nature. Because they need a big dog to help them, navigate the streets and the vicinities that they go to. And let me see what they have. She's trying to get attention. And I was playing with her outside. She's trying to get attention. Y'all just ignore her. So anyway, and you have service dogs for people who have mobility problems or in wheelchairs. They help them like to open the refrigerator, or they'll hold them to guide the wheelchair, in a certain direction. And you also have your hearing impaired dogs. These dogs help people with hearing impairments. People who are like deaf or something like that. If the dog hears, or the dog is visual. The dog is not auditory because the person is not. So its visual skills are specifically trained so that they could enhance and help the person who cannot hear. So normally their cues are lights on phones, lights on the door, lights or some type of lighting, illumination, or vibrations of the alarm clock. So I mean that's what they help do. Okay, and let me see. Let me see what the other dog is. Okay, let me get this. Okay, the other dogs are let me see. See here. I'm trying to think of them, y'all, offhand because there's so many of them. Okay. You also have your psychiatric. Your medical, what we call somatic, in the field. These are your medical dogs. Like, for instance, I saw one woman. I was looking at cable one day, and I saw one woman. She had uncontrollable diabetes, and the diabetes, when her blood sugar was dropping, the dog would sniff and jump up on her. And she had a Yorkie. It was so cute. So for those kind, and the kind like I have, you can have little dogs, big dogs. You don't need the big dogs like the people who have the I don't know, physical impairments. But anyway, so the dog helped her. She took the dog to work and everything. Then you have your cancer dogs. Those are your dogs that are they can sniff cancers or when cancer's gonna return. So and they're like my baby. She's a hunting dog, really. But so they help cancer victims, okay, or survivors. And let me see what else. Seizure dogs. Okay, for like people who have epilepsy or seizures, they have those dogs also. They I'm sorry, I got to get my hair going. You have to excuse me. Okay, what did I say? I'm trying to remember. Oh Lord, I forgot what I said. Seizure dogs. Okay, so those are people who have like epilepsy or forms of any other forms of seizure. The dog can sniff out the electrical activity in the brain, the chemical that it triggers, and the dog can will jump on the person. Now this is dog. You best have a big dog. You do not get a small dog for a seizure or epilepsy dog. Please don't do that. Get the same type of dog that the police or the blind or visually impaired people get. A big dog, because they will have to knock you down and sit on you so that they can keep you from hurting yourself. So your seizure dogs need to be big dogs. And they can sniff out, people who have uncontrollable seizures. They can, and they knock the person down and they sit on the person, across the person until the person seizure has ceased. Okay. And last but not least is my little baby girl. I have a psychiatric service dog, and they cover anywhere from people who have you're aware of those. Most people are aware of psychiatric service dogs from veterans, from the wars, who had PTSD. And they have their German Shepherds and stuff. Most people, that's what they're aware of when they're aware of service dog. I mean, when they're aware of, when they are aware of psychiatric service dogs. They're used to PTSD dogs. Okay, so they also help with anxiety and panic attacks. How to Save My Life Twice. I wrote I'm going to submit an article. I'm not sure which magazine will publish it, about how Heidi saved my life. She saved my life twice. Her little butt saved my life twice. She's a smart little girl. So anyway, and then you have, like I said, PTSD, anxiety. I was having panic attacks, depression, bipolar. I'm not sure about schizophrenia. I really never saw a person with schizophrenia who had a service dog, but I assume they do. And let me see what else. I cannot think of what else. Well, any other psychiatric problem that you may have. So those could be little dogs, big dogs. You don't have to get a specific size limit. And I would like to tell you that according to the Department of Justice, nobody, nowhere, no restaurant cannot refuse, if your dog is a trained and a registered service dog, can refuse to let you and your dog in together. That's anywhere. Now, I take it upon myself. we live up in a place where there's several Arabic Muslims. I don't take Heidi in there because I do know it's against their religion to be unclean. But if I was going to be a bitch about it, I've taken Heidi to several other stores, and she was fine. You know, she guided me. But I would not take her to those people's stores because their Muslim religion forbids dogs. And it would be a protracted legal, it'll just be like you're just setting them up to get money out of them. Okay. So she's gone to all kind of stores, but she will not go to those Arabic Muslim stores, okay? Suicide, self-mutilation. They see the wounds, they lick the wounds, they come and they hug you. Heidi hugs me sometime when I'm depressed. But dogs do a lot of stuff, Willie D. Okay? And if someone killed my dog, they would be up to 4 years in prison and between $10,000 and $15,000 worth of training that I invested in her. So, yes, she's very well trained, and she's worth every penny of it. Okay? Got that? Okay, bro? Like I said, I'm your fan. I'm one of your subscribers, but I just wanted you to know, understand why service dogs or working dogs, whatever, are regarded, with such high acclaim. That's just like training a child. I mean, and that's the city or the federal government invested money in that dog. I invested 3 years training this dog. Okay. So if somebody just got mad and kicked her or whatever, and she died, yeah, I'm expecting a monetary compensation. Okay, so I'm gonna let you go here, and we're gonna talk about why are a lot of black people afraid of dogs. Thank you. I hope that helped you, Willie.